Okay, students, welcome to video number 2. We're just going to go over some random stuff here. I got a bunch of stuff to show you, so it's not going to be in any organized fashion. So good morning and all of that for my coffee morning here, my Twins hat, getting ready for the Twin season, and all that good stuff. So good morning, and let's just jump right into all this stuff. So let's take a look at. Make sure you go over the front page here of what's going to be due, when the project is due. I may have changed that from before, the 27th of April, the last week here in April. And then in content, you're going to want to make sure you go here and take a look at if you're going to do the graphic novel, choose your own adventure, PowerPoint. Those are all materials to help you out with this project. So I'm not going to explain every one of those. Some of that stuff is just for your benefit, for you to explore and stuff like that. Um, so let's take a look at a couple different things. Some stuff that I'm going to expect you to do, whether or not you do, whether you do the comic life, the PowerPoint, or the choose your own adventure. You're going to be using images probably, unless you're going to draw things by hand. Then you're going to have to use images of some sort, and then you're going to have to manipulate those images. And what I mean by manipulate them, I don't want you just to take a picture with your digital camera and then that's it and slap it in there. You should manipulate it to help increase the mood, tone, theme of your story and stuff like that. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. So when you use it, one of the sites I have on the listing there under the assignment sheet is the Photo Flex, or there's Picnic, and there's another one, I forget the name of it right now. But this is what you can do. Like I have a picture here, and then you go in there and you go, oh, okay, I want this theme on it, and it changes it. Or you can go to you can beautify it, you can distort it, so you can pinch it and stuff like that. You can add layers to it. You can put more effects. You can do patchwork, which breaks it up like that. So those are all the different types of things. I'm not going to go through all of it here, but that's Photo Flexor. Is pretty easy to use, and if your whole theme was to have this patchwork type image for your story, you certainly could do that. So that's one. That's Photo Flexor, and that's what I mean by manipulating it. So now suddenly, my normal, average, everyday photo now suddenly becomes very interesting, and this may not be the best example of that, but but that you get an example of that. All right, the other one you can do is Comic Life, and if you're going to do the PowerPoint story again, I need to take a drink of my coffee. Comic Life is very easy, and I downloaded it. And you just go here, you click it, and you just hit run, and it'll download onto your computer. So it should take you through the steps. Very easy. You get it free for 30 days. So here's the Comic Life on my computer. You open it up, and it gives you this whole layout of all the. If you see over here on the side, you'll see all these different templates, and so you can just say, "Oh, I want this template," and you drop it over, and it dropped, and there you go. There's your graphic novel page or something like that. So then and it automatically links to any photos that you've taken, and you can just drag and drop one of them over. So that's my daughter there. And then you can add lettering, and you can plop that on there, and there it is. And you can move it and manipulate it however you want. And you can do a dialogue box, and boom, you drop it there, and then it's all ready to go. I want another photo, so you put this one up here. And again, there's my daughter. And then you can give it a style. You click on style, and you go, oh, I want camel color, and suddenly it changes, right? So suddenly you go from this normal one to this, which is, makes it look really cool, I think. Or you could go glass plate negative, and then it changes it again. So look at that. Just by a click of it, it makes it really easy. And if you do the lettering here, you can change the color of the lettering, and then you can change the font to something bold, italic, or whatever. So you can do that. and that changes it. If you want the word balloon to be bigger, you do that. Another dialog box, boom, there you go. Another one, boom, there you go. Another one, boom, there you go. So, I mean, it's real. I mean, look at that. I have literally spent probably 10 minutes working with this thing total. You know, I looked at it before and that was it, and then so I really know next to nothing about it, and this is what I can make. And then you can save it to your computer and stuff like that. And if people actually choose this option, I'll tell you how to. I want you to save this, but again, you know, very easy. That's Comic Life. Again, in the future, I may make all my students do that because I just think it's really easy to use. If you're thinking of PowerPoint, Comic Life will save you a lot of time, I think. So, you know, definitely think about that. So I know I'm really pushing Comic Life here quite a bit. But if you're going to hand draw it, then, you know, you certainly, that's definitely, you don't even have to worry about that. So if you are going to draw, let me see. If you are going to draw it by hand, I have these blank templates in D12 content, and you can print these off. These are all blank graphic novel template pages. As you can see here, so they're all ready to go. You don't have to worry about hand drawing them. And even if you are going to do the PowerPoint or the Comic Life, you may want to print these off anyway, and you know, do a rough sketch or brief outline or something. You know, pen to paper or pencil to paper to get an idea of how your story's going to go before you start taking pictures or finding images and putting them in your regular Comic Life or your PowerPoint or something like that. So, and if you're hand drawing it, these are great. So definitely use these. I think I have 2 different templates of that in D2L content. So definitely use that. So again, if you're going to hand draw it, use those blank templates. That's what they're there for. That's what my ground class is doing this semester as well. So I would definitely do that. So all right, what else? Here's the choose your own adventure. I have a blank template to kind of show you how it's set up. You know, you might do it. You're going to do a title page, then you do an introduction where you would have a lot more text, of course. Then you'd give the person who's reading it choice A and choice B, and choice A would take you to maybe this slide, and then choice B would take you to this slide where it'd give you another option, and then choice A would be here, and you'd have to go back to the beginning, or choice B would take you here. So when you insert these links, I can show you a little bit later how to do that, but within PowerPoint you can add links where it'll link with the rest of your PowerPoint and stuff like that. So I have a blank choose your own adventure just to kind of show you how it's set up. And you could actually use this if you wanted to. I mean, you could actually just go ahead and put your text in there and stuff like that. So my example, the one that I did, choose your own adventure, U3030, you know, I do text and then choice A and B, and then, you know, one of the choices goes here and you have to go back to the beginning. Here I use image and text, do choice A and B. Here I do some funky stuff. So, you know, don't just think, it doesn't have to be linear like this. It can also be, you know, where you mess with the images. And here's what I did with Photo Flexor, you know, those 2 blue images. And then here's another one where I used an image and I just put the text right on top of it. So if you're doing choose your own adventure, it shouldn't just be all text and all linear like this. You know, this does look nice, but you should be able to do funky stuff like this. Use creativity. This is what shows me that you've put some time into making this, you know, putting an image and putting the text on the side there, or doing something like this where you do the entire slide and then there's text behind it. Again, you know, some different manipulation that I did there. And then the PowerPoint stuff, you know, here's what it would look like normally when you just do normal pictures, but when you do Photo Flexor or one of those things, you change it up, you know, look how much better that looks, or the difference between regular and then a couple different options of, you know, messing with the image of it. And again, here's me with a bowl in my head, and these are 4 different options of what it looks like. So your whole world could be in this dark blue or this gray or whatever. So, you know, those are all different options, You do. You need to manipulate your images if you're working with images. You know, you need to use blank templates if you're using graphic novel, handwritten, and in Comic Life, again, I think is very easy to use. So, you know, all this is just to give you a quick example of what you can do with all this stuff. And there's questions, I can certainly help you out with this. And if there's any other questions, I can certainly make a video of anything you want, and I'll definitely make more videos coming up here soon. But this should get you started and show you what you can do with some of this stuff. So thank you for watching, and have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.